July 22nd. Thanks for joining us on ARC Rochester. I'm Abby Fridmann.
And I'm Stephannie Joseph. We've got a full 2 hours to get through, so let's just run down what we've got brewing for you.
If you're in the market to rent a new house this summer, Zillow has some tips for you. A home trends expert will join us this morning with some insider advice on how to help you search smarter, save money, and seal the deal on your next dream rental.
And then we are meeting a sharp competitor who is chopping her way to the top and representing Honeoye in a national championship. We will get a closer look at how she's preparing for the Stilh Timbersports competition and how you can catch the action live.
Yeah, and then later, Blackfriars Theater is heading to the Swamp. We'll be going behind the curtain this morning as they get ready to bring Shrek the Musical to life starting this week. The director and cast members who play Donkey will join us with more.
That'll be fun.
Yeah.
But before all of that, let's get a check of the forecast. Because we are seeing similar conditions today as we did yesterday, sunny skies and comfortable temperatures. Meteorologist McLean joins us now with a look at today's almost September-like forecast.
Yeah, how are you feeling about it?
I'm fine with it, honestly.
It's colder in here, it feels like.
It's
like a cold front,
I'm
migrating
shivering.
that way.
Yeah. Not good.
Yeah, it's. I would say September, kind of hits the nail right on the head, right? It did get down to 52 this morning, and that was the coolest start that we've had so far in the month of July for Rochester. Look at some of the areas to the south, like South Bristol, Grove, and Warsaw. Actually started the day in the 40s. So, yeah, that's a little cool for this time of the year. The normal low temperature is 63 degrees. On the wham cam, we've got sunshine. Did have a few clouds earlier today, 57 degrees. And that dew point number is going to stay nice and comfortable, much like it did yesterday, where we started with values in the 50s and ended the afternoon with values in the 40s. Now, does it stay dry on the futurecast? That says, yeah, we're going to stay dry today, tonight, and also into Wednesday as some of that warmth starts to build back into the area. We'll see numbers migrate back into the 80s. But at least for today, great day to get out the clubs. 67 degrees at 10 a.m., 73 at 1 o'clock, 76 for the high temperature. And, we're going to go up from there. We're going to go back to the 80s. We've got some 90s in the forecast, and we also have the chance for some showers and thunder in the forecast later this week. We're going to have the timing on that coming up in just minutes.
I don't know about you, but my yard is dead right now. The grass in my yard, it's just not looking good. It definitely needs the rain.
It goes dormant this time of the year. A lot of factors there. It's been dry for the last 3 weeks for most spots. We haven't had a soaking rain, especially west of Rochester during that time frame. And, the higher sun angle this time of the year starts to dry things out too. So we'll see. We'll see. Friday looks like a pretty good chance.
All right. Thank you, Mark.
Mm-hmm.
Let's go off the top now and start with some things that have piqued our interest this morning. I'll start things off today. So Tesla CEO Elon Musk has been making headlines recently, from his public spats with President Donald Trump to his desire to create a new political party. A couple of months ago, he had stepped down from the Department of Government Efficiency, or DOGE, and he spearheaded efforts to cut down government spending across multiple agencies, and much of that has been the subject of legal challenges. But now, Musk is back in the spotlight with a new business venture. So introducing the Tesla Diner and Supercharger. According to a post on X by the company, the restaurant will be open 24 hours. You're getting a look at it here. The diner's website says there are 250 seats for dining. The menu is also available online with prices. And Musk says the food comes from local farms. Visitors can order breakfast burgers, pie, so apple or pecan, or even Wagyu beef chili. Tesla drivers can also stop in to watch a movie on one of two 66-foot screens you're seeing right there. All of this while charging their vehicles at one of 80 supercharger stalls. And in one post, the electric vehicle maker touted that this makes the diner the largest urban supercharger in the world. And there's also merchandise being sold. Elon Musk's latest creation is drawing mixed reaction online, of course. A lot of people weighing in on this, especially on those posts that were out there yesterday. One user writing, "I feel sorry for those who live in the neighboring building and have had all possibility of seeing anything outside of their homes blocked, so that now all that remains for them is to open a window and be confronted by the back of the giant screen you installed right in front of their faces."
That's a good, I didn't even think about that, but yeah.
And another person, they expressed the same sentiment, saying, "Nice, but those light pollution, not sure how the people living in those apartments in the background would feel."
Yeah, valid point.
And Martin is taking issue with the menu, actually. There's a lot of options there, but he said tried to go with the family. The absence of plant-based options in a city like Los Angeles is crazy. Even the avocado toast has eggs in the bread, and the fries are cooked in beef. Had to pass, unfortunately. Someone else mentioning being vegetarian as well, but there is some excitement as well online. Another person writing, "Be there soon, can't wait." This user says, "Looks like a perfect blend of nostalgia and next-gen tech. Tesla's Diner isn't just about charging your EV, it's about recharging your experience." So some positives and negatives. This has been in the works for years, according to ABC News at least. But interesting that it's a new venture that he's going into right there.
Yeah, that's really crazy. Can we pull up the pictures again? It looks like something out of the Jetsons.
Yeah, somebody said that too.
Yeah, it is. It's so like old school, but also futuristic. Like I'm expecting these cars to be flying around the parking lot, honestly.
Right.
I agree with the whole screen situation. Like I would feel really bad if, you were living behind it. But if you said it's been in the works for years, this probably isn't a surprise to anybody living there. So, if they really had an issue, I feel like they could probably scoot on out. I mean, I'll be really interested to see how many of these pop up elsewhere too. If this one is a success, what other cities can we expect? What's the name of it?
The Tesla Diner and Supercharger.
Okay, yeah. So like if we got one in New York, where would they put it? Maybe like just outside of New York City or
probably
something like that. I don't know. It'd be very interesting. But yeah, that's crazy.
It is. There's a lot of different like old school vibes that a lot of people talked about online. I think in the ABC News article, they mentioned roller skates. So people delivering food on roller skates. And there was some people that actually got to visit yesterday and they were talking about robots delivering popcorn.
So then my question is, do you think that maybe it's too many things all at once? Do you think people are going to be like, all right, we got to pick something here? Can you really do everything well all at once? Can you run a good diner and a drive-in movie theater and a supercharging station and have robots delivering everything? Like, it's a lot. And I'm not doubting it because we know that technology is amazing. But, I'll be interested to see, how long they're able to rely on local farms to, use as food sources or,
I imagine that maybe the prices might come up. And I really thought about the power grid, how much power is going to be needed to charge the cars. Another person mentioned online that you won't finish your food or you will finish it before the charge is over. So it's like, okay, what else do I do with my time? And it's, I don't know.
That's a good point. I guess watch one of the movies, right?
Right.
All right, we got to move along to my story now. We're moving to the Midwest. A new program has just been launched to help inmates work alongside man's best friend. It's a service that's being launched in prisons called Can Do Canines. They're teaming up with 9 state and federal prisons across Minnesota and Wisconsin. Inmates are the primary handlers and trainers of these dogs. They get the dogs that are hopefully going to be approved to be service animals. You can see them right there. They could also be approved to be working dogs once they are released from prison. The program teaches the inmates responsibilities and begins improvement for their lives once they are out of the prison. The corrections officer overseeing the program spoke with news outlets and said the inmates need to go through a really rigorous review process before getting the approval to become a handler. It's not like they can just, send in an application and they get it. It's, pretty lengthy process. This includes the approval to move to a minimum security quarters building. It would give them more freedom on the prison campus. They would wear a GPS ankle bracelet and still be closely monitored, but they would ultimately have a little more freedom than the average prisoner and the ability to work with the dogs. They're kind of seeing it like a first chance at some sort of freedom. So there are 8 handlers at the largest prison in Minnesota, and there are 4 Labrador puppies that are on the grounds. So 8 people approved to work with these dogs. The Can Do Canines provide all the food and medical coverage for the animals. Now, this is not the first time that we've heard of prison programs like this, and this story is very near and dear to my heart because of my dog Jay and my in-laws' dog Tyson. They were both dropouts from a prison program in the South. And by that, I mean they fully failed miserably. I've talked about Jay before. This was her mugshot, her prison picture from her time in prison. You can see just how scared she was. Which is probably why she didn't thrive. She was also rescued to be part of the program after she was hit by a car. So to put it into perspective, tiny little puppy, hit by a car, she lost her teeth and her toes, she had awful injuries, and then they moved her to a prison. So probably not the best place for her. When we rescued her, she was basically scared of everything. We could barely take her on walks because she was so scared of traffic. My husband usually ended up carrying her home because she would just freeze in fear. So it's pretty obvious why she didn't do great. Even if the handlers were giving her love, the environment was loud and obviously not what she needed. Now this is Tyson. Oh. Tyson failed out of the program because he was nuts. He was so hyper and pretty much a lunatic. When he was rescued, the only thing he ate was cold hot dogs, and he was practically uncontrollable. Now, we loved him to death, and we still do. He's an old man now and has calmed down significantly because of all the love and all the time spent on the couch. My point here is not every dog is made or cut out for this kind of life. All of the animals need homes and they all need love. So while this program might not be the best case for some, like Jay and like Tyson, for others it might be a great fit. The dogs that graduate will go on to be excellent service animals. They're going to help kids. They're going to help people that need it. But dogs that fail out of the program doesn't mean that they aren't amazing little critters who will provide unconditional love. It's just maybe not a great fit. So I'm looking forward to seeing what comes from this prison program.
Yeah.
Hopefully they do a follow-up on the story because I'm very interested. That being said, I would also be very interested to see if all of the dogs end up making it through.
Yeah. No, definitely. You bring up a lot of great points. I think it's really great to have this program as a way to help with rehabilitation. Oftentimes, there's so many studies when you hear about how much pets can improve happiness. And I would hope that there is, a very thorough screening process nowadays for the pets that are involved.
So one thing that I thought was so interesting is they are getting these puppies for this prison, and they're puppies, right? Like they're babies. They haven't had any kind of experience yet. With Jay, she had already been through a lot. She was already having a rough time of it. So I'm wondering if, these little guys are going to do a lot better because they don't know anything outside of the environment that they're growing up in.
It is interesting. I would imagine maybe yes. I know that there are a lot of studies when it comes to exposing children to certain environments, like when they're young early on, how does that impact how they sort of view and interpret the world? But maybe. I think you're right.
Either way, rescue dogs are the best. Stick around. We have much more to get to this morning on ARC Rochester. When we come back, we're checking in with Chris Lopez. He is unlocking some fun this Tuesday morning.
It's going to be great. You don't want to miss it. Don't forget that you can watch us live on the go wherever you are by streaming us on the 13 WHAM YouTube channel and foxrochester.com. We're back after this. 8:15. Imagine this. You're trapped inside of a room and you need to escape in an hour, but the only way to get out is by solving clues and puzzles as the clock counts down.
Yeah, if it sounds like fun to you, it sounds terrifying to me, but if it sounds like fun to you, the Great Escape Room on University takes imagination and turns it into real life. Chris Lopez tried to escape one room earlier, and now he and Good Day Rochester producer Hanna are trying to escape another. What's going on, guys? I heard you're not doing great.
Tried. We got out of that room. We got out of Bubba Gump's Shrimp Gold room. I'm here with Laura McBee. We're trying another room in here. Describe to me this room, President's Bunker.
All right, you're on a tour of the White House. Your next stop's the President's Bunker. You head on in. Something happens. Now your team's trying to stop a missile crisis.
There we go. Let's stop that missile crisis. Let's head in here. Okay. Last one was a little bit rough. This one should go a little bit better. Ready?
Yes.
Boom, let's get to it.
All right.
Where do we start?
I mean, we can always start with some vermouth.
No, I'm a dry gin. I like gin anyways.
Okay.
Okay. Something tells me this bag contains something.
Let's see.
Something we need. Something snazzy. I was right.
Yes. And I'm assuming this has...
Okay, nice. I like how you knew that door was magnetic, or did you just guess?
It's
Okay.
metal. All right, so...
We're just mimicking that sign there.
Yes. You can help too, Chris.
Okay.
No, this is...
Actually, I know.
Is that...
Nope.
No.
Wow.
Nope.
Oh, there we go.
And then... Nope.
Nope.
There. That'll probably be in the... somewhere.
There we go.
Nope. There we go. There we go.
Producer Ashley, that was not embarrassing. That was good work by
I'd like to see you
Jonathan
do better.
Hanna. Okay, we're in the set, what it looks like the Situation Room. Now, this is pretty cool. I like that it's very video game-like in every single room. It gives you a really immersive experience. The president playing poker when the Cuban Missile Crisis is going down? I don't know. Okay. Wow. Let's try the presidential hotline.
Dial and leave a message with the secretary. Dial and leave a message with the secretary.
Okay.
Let's see.
Let's get photos.
Follow directions and coordinate 15 north, 75 east. That is unlikely considering this does not have 15 north or 75 east. Nope, that. Alright. Yep. This might be something. Oh, it's an actual map. This will have 15 north and 75 east on it.
Yes. You read a map right and then up.
So 15 north, 75 east is 75 east was where? There. It's Darwald, India.
Okay.
I don't.
I don't know.
Okay.
We're phoning in a friend.
Darwald, India. There's a globe. There's a lot of map-related items.
And just to give context to this, all right, 2 we were told was absolutely the hardest way to solve these. Only 2 people. 4 to 5 people, in case you're wondering, and you want to check out the Great Escape Room, 4 to 5 people is what you need. Me and Jonathan Hanna, as you can see, we're struggling.
Hey, we got into one room. Is that any?
More poker chips. Gamblers.
an empty box.
Coming up on our Rochester, we have 2 more rooms that we're going to try and figure out. Somehow, some way, there are 4 total rooms. We're heading into my favorite room coming up next. It's the game room. Back to you guys in studio. That was a rough one.
Chris, watching you put together that puzzle, I'm not going to lie, that was hard to watch. You have a master's degree. Do they just give those out to anyone now? Holy cow.
Master's degree in sports journalism, not a master's degree in piecing together puzzles that are magnetic.
That was tough, buddy. That was not good.
You got somewhere.
You know, you don't get an award for somewhere.
We're
It's fine. All right, Chris, we'll check back in with you in a little bit.
Hey, don't go anywhere. When Ark Rochester returns, it's this morning's weather trivia.
Yeah, Mark will be here after the break. Welcome back. Mark is here now giving us a look at the almost fall-like temperatures again today, and then we also have weather trivia to do too.
Yeah. So, where does it fall? Is this comfortable?
Fall. Where does it fall?
I get it. We kind of skip forward. We fast forwarded, right? But today, talking about the sun, how strong the solar radiation is this time of the year versus your skin, the UV index. We haven't talked about this that much so far this season, but this is something that we measure in weather. So everything that can be measured can be talked about, right? There's the trivia question for today. The UV index shows how fast sunburn can occur due to radiation exposure from the sun. Do you know how high that index actually goes? So here's some choices.
Oh, yeah, I know.
Level 6, level 8, level 10, level 11.
Level.
Level 11?
Yep. I got it. I'm good. Done.
Good?
Boom.
Done deal?
Yes.
Done? Steph's? No?
I narrowed it down to 2.
Okay. Yep, we're going to have that answer at 9 a.m., of course, coming up on ARC. We'll look at that, and a nice little photo of a pup today, too. We always like to see pictures of the pups there for the Muddy Paws forecast. But talking about the sun today, lots of sun out there.
It's good.
Yeah.
Boosts the mood.
It does. It does lift the mood, and eventually it's going to lift the temperature too as we go through the next couple of days. And one place where it's having an impact is on Lake Ontario. This is the warmest temperature so far this season. The buoy temperature actually jumped up to 74. So, comparable to your pool, which was probably in the 80s. That's lower than that, but certainly refreshing on days like we have upcoming. Waves a foot or less, the breeze out of the northeast, and Yeah, there it is, the tropical feel, right? The Florida air is making a comeback, and so is your AC use, right? Sticky tomorrow. It's going to feel soupy on Thursday. Thursday may actually end up being the warmest day of the season. We'll have to see. We'll see. Yeah, I would not be surprised if a few spots in the Genesee Valley were in the mid-90s by Thursday afternoon.
Nice.
Yeah, it's got that real soupy feel to it, too. The dew points are in the 60s and 70s. So, yeah, it's the weather you're going to wear. But 57 for right now. You're feeling pretty good about that dew point in the low 50s. That likely will stay within a few degrees of that value, upper 40s, low 50s today. So not too humid out there if you have outdoor projects, want to get the lawn mowed. This is the kind of weather for you. The satellite radar shows, much like it did yesterday, still a super big area of high pressure over western New York, parts of New England, the Great Lakes, and that keeps the weather nice and quiet for this time of the year. Now, there's a red line back to the west. That is a warm front, and when warm fronts clear the area, the air temperature goes up. Even in the wintertime, when those fronts come through, the temperature goes up, and that'll be the case here, of course, this time too. Now, the showers and thunder that you see, that's going to hold off until Friday. So we think it's a nice dry forecast at least through that point. But there's the high today. Temps back in the mid-70s. For reference, yesterday got up to 72 degrees. And today was actually the coolest start so far in July. We got down to 52 this morning.
Yeah,
so that was pretty chilly. 56 tonight. Pop the windows open, mainly clear. And our 7-day forecast has numbers on the way up. There's the Florida air. Bills camp, of course. Tomorrow, Thursday, Friday, we'll have at St. John Fisher the temperature in the mid-80s for Friday, some scattered showers and thunder. Still some isolated showers and thunder around for Saturday and Sunday. Mid to mid-80s there and upper 80s early next week for Monday, 88 degrees. And you can always scan that QR code on the screen. That's going to give you your hour-by-hour forecast, any watches and warnings as they pop up. It's got a cool lightning locator on it, too.
Yeah.
And, it'll say lightning detected 1.2 miles from your location. It does. If you turn your phone
Location.
off of silence,
Yeah.
but all sorts of stuff. And Hetzko's voice is on there, too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What do we have to do to get your voice on there?
I don't know. Well, maybe we
ask
can have
nicely?
multiple voices. I don't know. We'll send it in. Yeah.
Maybe like really bad things, it's your voice.
Doom and gloom.
Yeah. Actually, I don't know.
Yeah.
Okay, so with that Florida-like air, just I guess a good reminder to stay hydrated and wear the sunscreen and all that stuff. You're thinking about Bill's camp and
sure.
People just roasting outside in the sun.
Yeah.
Bring the water bottle.
We'll talk more about the UV index, too, coming up. I didn't want to give it all away. But
What do you think is like the highest it could go, if you had to guess?
If you're standing at the equator at noon, it could get pretty high.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
All right,
Yep.
fair enough. Thanks,
Yep.
Mark. Hey, don't go anywhere. We still have a lot to get to this morning on ARC Rochester.
We're back after this. On this Tuesday morning, thanks so much for staying with us here on ARC Rochester. We want to take you behind the story now as we continue to follow the charges a Montreal father is facing in connection to the death of his daughter in the Adirondack region.
Yeah, 45-year-old Luciano Fradlin faces charges including second-degree murder and concealment of a human corpse. Forest rangers found Melina's body hidden under a log in a pond in Ticonderoga 1 day after that Amber Alert was issued.
Melina's cause of death is pending the results of an autopsy. Luciano has pleaded not guilty to the charges.
For more on this story and what's to come, we're joined now by Laura Jemmett from our sister station, WRGB. Thank you so much for being here today. We really appreciate it.
Good morning, Abby and Stephannie. Thank you for having me today.
This is a story that has, I think, shocked much of our community. Something like this happening in such a quiet community. The Adirondack region, known for being so peaceful and a vacation spot for so many. You've been there following this pretty closely. Give us a recap of what we've learned just in the past 24 hours.
Yeah, Abby and Stephannie, it's been a really horrific case. And I mean, anything that involves a child is horrific, but finding out that a parent is also involved is just something terrible, and no one wants to hear that. And in the last 24 hours, we found out that the father, Luciano, was arrested. He is being held in Essex County Jail right now. And, you know, there's just a lot to it. We also got the court documents, and there was a press conference that was held, and they're doing an autopsy report. And we found out that he did leave her on a trail in Ticonderoga, and we did go out to the scene. It was pretty much in the middle of nowhere. It was still an active scene as of yesterday morning. And we did learn that she was left in a small pond, a small body of water, and was left under a log. That's what state police gave us yesterday.
And there was a lot that came out of that press conference that you referenced there, some of that being the moments leading up to the terrible and horrific discovery of Melina's body. One thing being that there was a phone call actually between Melina and her mother, correct?
That's correct. There was a phone call between Melina and her mom. I believe it was around 6:30 p.m. on Saturday, we learned. So she was on vacation with her father, and they were on their way home from Canada, and she did call her mother to let her know that she was going to be home. And police said that there was no signs of distress in the phone call or anything. So it's just very shocking all around.
Absolutely. And going back to that 911 call made by her father, he told police or told the 911 operators that he had stepped away from her to use the restroom, and then two men took her in a white van. Am I getting all that right?
That's right. So a big issue with this that's raising a lot of questions is that there's a lot of inconsistencies in the police call that he gave. So one thing that he mentioned was that he saw his daughter get pulled into the white van by two men. And another thing that he told police was that he just saw the white van drive off. And what's interesting is that the van was going, he said, was going southbound when she was actually found up north. So there's just quite a few things that with this case that brought up, you know, some questions about the father's timeline of events.
And I think more questions also about what the relationship was like between the father and his daughter. I think one of the things that has come out in terms of background is not only is he from Canada, but he's also an entrepreneur, for example. What else did we learn specifically about his entrepreneur endeavors?
So we do know that he was the founder of Gambella Coffee, and he lives in Montreal, but he's of Ethiopian and Italian descent. So he was living in Canada, but I believe he had dual citizenship and was living in Canada for about 4 to 6 months out of the year. But we do know he was an entrepreneur and was the founder of that coffee shop.
And if I'm remembering correctly, on his bio page, talking a little bit about him and his backstory, he spoke very highly of his daughter, said that she was the light of his life. I don't want to use the word gushed, but essentially gushed on and on about her and the relationship that they had. And correct me if I'm wrong here, but he was separated or no longer with her mother. Is that correct?
That's correct. I believe they have been estranged since 2019, and she was going to be in full custody. Her mother was going to have full custody of her.
And being in the courtroom yesterday, was there any reaction at all to just hearing some of the charges, what he was being accused of?
So I personally was not in the courtroom yesterday, but I do know that he was arraigned yesterday, and I believe he is due in court later this week as well.
All right, Laura, we really appreciate your time today and your following of this story. Is there anything else, the biggest point you want people at home to take away from this story?
I think it's, especially when Amber Alerts come out, it's always good to keep a lookout. Things happen so often, some things that you just want to expect. And it's very sad. So just make sure to keep an eye out.
All right, Laura, really appreciate your time this morning.
Thank you.
And for more on this story, you can find it over on 13wham.com. We'll continue to follow this very closely for you at home.
Stick around. We've got much more to get to here on Arc Rochester, including when we come back, it's this morning's Crimestoppers.
Yeah, don't forget, take us on the go wherever you are. We're streaming live right now on the 13wham YouTube channel and on foxrochester.com. We're back after this.
6:40, and for this morning's Crimestoppers, we're taking a closer look at an unsolved case that's haunted the Webster community for nearly 3 decades.
16-year-old Kelley Gaffield vanished in August 1995. Nearly 30 years later, Webster police still searching for answers.
And for more on the case, we are joined now by Webster Police Chief Dennis Kohlmeyer. Good morning to you.
Thank you.
So just to start off here with a little bit of a recap of details for anyone at home unfamiliar with the case.
Yeah, of course. I mean, the reason we're here is looking for help. In August of 1995, August 8th, Kelley left her house in the evening and never returned. Went as a missing person investigation for a number of months, and in October of 1995, on the 22nd, her body was located in a wooded area about a mile or a little less than a mile from where she lived. Since that time, we've been looking for answers to try to determine what happened to Kelley and get some closure for the family.
Almost 30 years later, what kind of help can people provide? In this day and age, everybody has a cell phone. Everybody has Ring doorbell camera video. Everybody has surveillance cameras outside their business. Not the case when you look back 30 years. So how can people help?
Information. That's what it comes down to. Webster was a much smaller community back then. Everything was a little bit more word of mouth, like you said, less technology. Somebody has information that we need. That's what it comes down to. We need that information to put together the pieces of the puzzle so that we can get to a conclusion.
And what have leads sort of look like in terms of next steps, deciding where to go in this investigation? Well,
we continually look at what our options are. I mean, technology changes and improves. We continually apply that to the case and the evidence that we do have. We have a great partnership with the New York State Police that actively work the case with us. So any leads that we get, we work through with a state police investigator along with our team to help get to some new information and try to put together a more clear picture.
When it comes to evidence collected, is there anything you can share? Is there any DNA, any fingerprints left at the scene, anything like that that might guide in the right direction?
Yeah, I guess I'll leave it as there's physical evidence, but we're not going to necessarily disclose what that is. Where there's a lot of information available to us over the years, we want to make sure that we're safeguarding the important information to use as part of the investigative process. But really, we're looking for that tidbit of information from somebody that can help maybe break the case open.
And I'm wondering, with any families when it comes to missing people, that is a heartbreak and a loss that a lot of people just feel deeply for a while. What has it been like for her family?
It's tough. I mean, so Kelley's birthday is this week, actually, on Friday. So it's should be 46 this year. So for a family to have 30 years of absence and not have answers, that's tough on them.
What have you learned about Kelley from her family? Personal information. What did she like to do? What kind of girl was she?
Yeah, from my understanding, a typical teenager. I mean, loving, cared for by her family and for her family, and that's missed.
Yeah. And for anybody who is wondering how to contact you, whether that be anonymously or maybe they have a family member with information, how can they reach you?
Yeah, obviously Crimestoppers is a great way, a great partnership there. They can reach out to us directly. They can use our email, WPD Investigations. It's on our website. So any way that information gets to us that we can verify and make it credible, that we'll work with it.
And one thing that we hear a lot when it comes to Crimestoppers and stories like this is even if people think police already have information, it's worth giving you a call, right? Because there may be a different side to the story. There may be a different angle that you haven't heard about, right?
Oh, absolutely. And especially in this case, there was a lot of misinformation early on. When it came to people saying that they saw Kelley at different places when it was most likely after she had passed. So there's a lot of misinformation. So even if we have one piece of information, if we get a second piece that corroborates it, that helps solidify what we do know. So anything that's pertinent to the investigation should be shared.
And how do you go about verifying, oftentimes when it is that word of mouth in terms of people sharing what they know, what does that look like?
Yeah, I mean, we really have to create a baseline of what we know and evaluate the information against that and verify it against the sources that we do have and try to establish credibility.
And it's safe to say that this case has not gone cold.
No. I mean, it's a long-term investigation. We actively work the leads when they come in. It's actively assigned to an investigator in our office. And like I said, we meet regularly with the family and the state police to go over what information we have and try to develop new information.
Okay.
And is there anything else that you would like the public to know about this case specifically, or about any way that they can contact you?
I mean, really what it comes down to is our goal now is to get justice for Kelley and for her family. So that's what we're trying to accomplish.
Chief, thank you for your time today. We appreciate it. We will put this story and all information over on foxrochester.com. Again, call Crimestoppers 423-9300 if you have any information.
Hey, stick around. When Arc Rochester returns, we are once again checking in with Chris Lopez.
We're back after this. Welcome back. If you're looking to put your mind to the test and also have a little fun with the family, maybe an escape room is what you're looking for.
Yeah, located on University Avenue, the Great Escape Room has 4 different themed rooms that offer various challenges. Our Chris Lopez has certainly been put to the test this morning in different rooms. He is back there for us live with Good Day Rochester producer John Hanna. Hey there, guys.
Hey, what's up, Steph and Abby? We're on Game Room Boulevard. Now, these are pretty cool for corporate events, parties. This is a great way to team build. Maybe we got to do a little bit of that at 13 WAM. Bring the entire crew here and team build a little bit. Get on the same page, like each other a tad bit more. Let's head in here, shall we? Okay, I have Laura. I have John Hanna, Jay Hans, morning show producer, 5 o'clock, 7 o'clock. Anything you see on television from those 2 hours, he is slightly responsible for. You, sir, I'm going to let you try and figure this place out. I'm going to talk to Laura McBee, store manager here at the Great Escape. Corporate events, things like that, parties. Do people come in here? Right now, it's the party between me and Jay Hanna, but I'd imagine it gets a little bit better than that.
Yeah, we do have an event space available. It is an the event space is $75 for 2 hours. For each additional hour, it's $40 on top of that. But people will use that and come in, run rooms, run meetings, do all sorts of stuff like that.
And does it get a little bit rowdy? You've been here for 2 years. You've seen quite a bit. Did any bickering, anything like that? Any sisters yelling at each other? Any mom and dad getting their transgressions out?
Well, I see a lot of bickering, but I don't see a lot of actual rage, if that makes sense.
No crash outs, as the kids say.
Oh, yeah, no, this is probably the best customer service job I've ever had. Most people do not leave here mad.
And then tell me a little bit about the game room. This is a little bit different. We were in two rooms before this. This one's only open on Saturday, but there's a difference between these rooms.
This room is what we call a scavenger hunt room. There's only about 6 or 7 puzzles, but what you're doing is running around looking for puzzle pieces. And once you have all those puzzle pieces, you can solve the puzzle. For example, the pink puzzle is going to have 28 parts. The red puzzle will have 24. It's really designed to help kids get the energy out of their system.
I was going to ask you, this is open on Saturdays. This is great. This room in particular is great for kids. It's great for parents to come in here and watch their kids essentially get all their aggression out.
Pretty much, yes.
Okay. And this room here, how long does it typically take to solve this? Or is this, I saw 28 minutes was the record.
28 minutes is the record. I'd say on average when people do solve it, and this goes for all of our rooms, most people solve between 50 minutes and an hour.
Okay, all right. I got to go to Jay Hands. You've been solving this now for about 2 minutes. How's it been?
I found one piece so far. I'm doing the green puzzle. It's having me look for little magnets with symbols on them to put onto a other thing over there. So I'm looking for those. I found one thus far.
What's your let me interview. What's your experience been like so far in these 2 rooms? You continue to solve this place.
Well, you know, it's fun. I wish I had a little bit better help, but...
By help, you mean me? Okay. All right, that's my cue to get to work. Let's start. And I was looking around pre-live segment. I did find a clue already. Oh, come on, man. All right. Okay. Looking through puzzle pieces here. They have little knickknacks. D8?
That's for the chess set over here.
That would be for the white puzzle right over there.
All right. Let's take this over here. D8. Wait, am I in the right spot? Because this is clue. Never mind. I don't need the help.
Well, we know how bad you are at chess.
Yeah, we were playing chess before. I have no idea how to play chess. Okay. Hey, Steph, do you have any suggestions at all?
I mean, what was the first clue? I guess that doesn't matter.
That's the thing. I have no idea. It's so involved here. One of them has 28 parts. Another one has 24 parts. 5 parts, 7 parts. This is, I don't know how anyone gets this done in less than half an hour, but someone managed to do that. Was that a kid, Laura?
The groups that set that are people that do escape rooms every weekend.
Okay.
That specific group, I remember them. They live in Pennsylvania. They ran out of escape rooms in Pennsylvania, so they started crossing state lines to do more.
Wow. Yeah, and they do have a record holder here. I believe it was 58 minutes was one of the records I saw that had 10 plus people in it, and I believe that was for this room. Once again, if you're looking to come here at the Great Escape Room, 4 to 5 people is the sweet spot, and I was told there's not too many cooks in the kitchen, really. You don't have that many people arguing, you don't have that many ideologies going on. It's just the right mix.
I can't see anything. I think my eyes are just horrible because I can't even tell what I'm looking at right now.
It's a grandfather clock.
Okay, there's that.
Yeah, I would say John has the right idea.
Where are we? We're in a living room? What is this?
It gets more confusing when you're in here, believe it or not. From a television's perspective, if you're confused, it's even more confusing because these rooms are really involved. They're really interactive. There's a ton of knickknacks that you're going to think are a clue, and they're not really a clue. It's just there just to essentially trick you. And it has nothing to do with what you're trying to solve. Jay Hanna, I think, maybe found a clown inside a pop box.
Is that a key?
We're gonna go with we solved the entire puzzle. I'm gonna send it back to you guys in studio.
That's gonna lie. That's gonna lie right on live television. Wow.
Bad, Chris.
Chris, I wish we could have helped. I'm sorry that we couldn't, but I think you're right. I think a good team building exercise there would be wise for all of us.
All right, thank you, Chris.
Much more to get to this morning on Arc Rochester.
We're back on the other side of the break.
Much more to get to this morning on Arc Rochester. As we continue into the 9 o'clock hour, we'll get a closer look at the announcement from Starbucks. It has some people saying, slow down. That and more coming up in this morning's Trending Now.
Arc Rochester is back right after this.
everyone, this July 22nd. Thanks for staying with us on ARC Rochester. I'm Abby Fridmann.
And I'm Stephannie Joseph. Meteorologist Mark McLean back with us once again, giving us another check of today's sunny conditions and the answer to this morning's weather trivia.
Yeah, lots of sunshine. So yesterday, 72 degrees. How did that feel?
It was nice. It was very pleasant, honestly.
Yeah, dew point in the mid-40s. So, you pair those two things together, it had that feel of September out there. Today is a little bit of a different story. We're trending back the other direction, right? So talking about sunshine sticking around, and that's in the trivia for today, the UV index. This is a fun one, right? So this basically measures how much where you are relative to the sun matters in this, how high the sun is in the sky, of course. And how fast you could get skin damage from basically being out in the sun. So this UV index goes from a certain scale to a certain scale. How high does it go? That was the question.
I'm going with D as well.
Okay.
I know a lot of other people feel that way.
Barbara, Patricia, yeah, lots of Ds, lots of guesses too. Maybe they're not guesses. I quickly discovered from my recent trip to Atlanta that it goes to 11.
Ooh,
Joe.
Hot left.
Joe, how did you find out that it goes to 11 if Joe's still watching? We don't.
He's sitting at home covered in aloe.
Yeah, that's it. So yeah, I mean that is it. Now technically it could go even higher than that. So the record is on some volcano at the equator, where it was high up in the atmosphere is thinner. It was like 43 was the value. It was like if you had unprotected skin, you could get damage in a minute. But this is the equivalency of standing at the equator at noon, probably near a large body of water. Not great.
Not great.
No.
You'd get crispy, I feel like, pretty quick.
Yeah, and the higher up in the atmosphere you go, the less atmosphere there is, so the faster that things can progress. So what about today? The UV index today is actually at a 9, which is pretty high for Western New York. If you're out there doing any work today, just keep that in mind. It's going to be a real super sunny afternoon. And guess what?
What?
This new scene right here. Watch this.
What? That'll move the chains.
That'll move the chains, right? 73, 9:45, 78, 11:45. Heading to training camp tomorrow. We're holding on to good weather. Jeez. It's a snoozer. Is that bad?
Weather humor.
It's fine.
Okay.
Don't use it tomorrow, but it's fine.
Don't use it tomorrow, but it's fine. Okay.
Sorry, Mark.
Bye, training camp. Hello, Harley.
Oh, look at this sweet friend.
It's a hat, right? Is that what's underneath?
I think so.
Harley? Yeah, a hat backwards. So Harley chilling out in the chair. This is what Indy's going to be doing this the next couple of days too. It gets so hot. Once it's in the 90s, the dogs they're done.
Yeah.
The dog days.
The paws, you don't want it on the hot pavement.
No, not
just
at all.
keep them inside.
Not at all. And dry weather the next couple of days. By Friday and Saturday, we'll see that chance for a few thunder showers, but nothing too crazy in the forecast. Maybe on Friday, a small chance of a brief strong storm. We'll keep you up to speed on that as we get a little bit closer. But the nice part about today with the sunshine is that dew point number. That's in the low 50s. That actually dropped into the mid-40s yesterday afternoon. Got down into the mid-40s, but that's on its way back up. So if you like a little summer swelter, we may see that value in the upper 40s this afternoon. But Wednesday, you start to see some of those 50s and 60s. Look at Batavia there by the end of the afternoon. That's where you notice it. Not to a point where it's super humid outside, but Thursday, you see upper 60s there. Could we get that dew point back to near 70 into Thursday? Yeah, sure. That's going to be a possibility. So there's the satellite radar, high pressure overhead, and that's the reason you're getting lots of sunshine in your forecast and a nice little golf forecast today.
It is.
Yeah, get the clubs out. We're still working on the invite list for the Dan Schrack Invitational.
If he's here,
Yeah.
if he's not here, there is no Dan Schrack invitation.
No, there isn't.
Somebody's on vacation still.
But if somebody wanted to host such a thing,
It'd be Oak Hill.
It would be. 73 at 1 o'clock, 76 at 5 o'clock in the afternoon. So not bad. Not a bad little forecast. Tonight's one of those nice and comfy nights, 56 degrees. We got down to 52 this morning, which was the July low temperature so far for Rochester. I know 52 sounds like a pretty high number, doesn't it?
Kind of.
Yeah.
I mean,
in October,
it's all
it does.
relative.
In
right?
October,
Yeah. 88 tomorrow, 93 for Thursday. Those overnights back in the 70s. You're going to want some AC towards the end of the week and the weekend. And, the long-term forecast still looks like it's above normal into next week and possibly beyond. So, summer lovers have really had a pretty nice summer.
They have.
Yeah.
It's been lovely. I mean, you and I both like the summer. You like the summer?
Yeah, I like the sunshine.
The sun, but you don't like the heat?
No.
Okay.
We had 99 with a 78 dew point when we got down to in the DC area.
Yeah.
Can you imagine that? I mean,
I can, because I worked in DC on the Hill and was an MMJ, so we had to carry all of our junk with us everywhere. It was disgusting, and we only could use the subways, the metro system.
okay.
Yeah.
That's air conditioned though, right?
It is, but you know, you're still nasty.
Stephanie's like,
If it's the red line, you are crammed like sardines.
Oh.
It is hot.
Yeah.
You know, I was so nasty, everybody just stayed away from me. I was like head to toe covered in sweat, blazer.
Oh, you're talking about sweat.
Yeah. All right.
Oh, come on.
No, you get nothing. Hey, a lot more to come this morning on our Rochester. When we come back, some tips on how renters can save time and money. Pay attention. I'm going to call your wife and get kicked out of the house.
Okay.
Don't forget that you can watch us on the go wherever you are. Take us with you. We're streaming live on the 13 Wham YouTube channel and foxrochester.com. We're back after this. Well, if you are on the hunt for a new rental, you are not alone. And with millions of people in the market in the summer season, competition is tougher than ever.
Yeah, but there are ways to make the process a little easier and maybe even save some money along the way. For some tips this morning, we're joined by home trends expert from Zillow, Amanda Pendleton. Good morning. Thanks for being here.
Hey, good morning. Great to be here.
When we're talking about renters and rentals, are we focusing on apartments? Are we talking about homes, condos, or all of the above?
all of the above, single family rentals and multifamily rentals, those apartments and condos.
All right, very good. So, it's no secret that times are a little tough. People may be a little short on cash. Let's go through some of these time-saving and money-saving tips.
Yeah, so the first tip I have is to search smarter. The most affordable rentals right now are flying off the market in a matter of days. So you're going to get a competitive advantage if you can act really quickly. And digital tools help here. So things like move-in date filters or 3D home tours, interactive floor plans. They help you narrow down your options so you're touring fewer properties in person and you're ready to jump when the right one comes along.
And another one that's really interesting, one that I came through in my own search for an apartment, having recently moved, is knowing what the full cost looks like. So besides the first month's rent and the deposit, what other, like for the utilities, for example, how much would that be? So how would you kind of recommend that new renters make sure that they're aware of the full price of things?
Yes. So what you probably experienced were all the hidden fees of renting, right? Those pet fees, amenity fees, the security deposit. Well, now on Zillow Rentals, we're unhiding all those hidden fees. You can get a full cost breakdown of those monthly charges, those one-time payments, any additional charges, and it's customizable too. So let's say you've got a cat, you've got a dog, but you don't have a car. You just check all those boxes. You see what your monthly rent is going to be. This is one of 5 new tools we just launched last week, and we're really excited to see it on all listings on Zillow Rentals.
All right, so that's one of 5. What are some of the other new tools that people will be able to check out?
Yeah, so we've got some really fun tools in terms of the home touring space. Sky Tour gives you a really cool drone-like experience of the exterior of a property. Offer Insights helps you pinpoint exactly what you should be offering on a for sale property. But the rentals costs and fees breakdown is the one tool for renters that they have been asking for. We know 94% of renters say they want to be able to see all fees up front when they're making a decision on where they're going to live.
Yeah, that is for sure. And there are some ways to save money. I didn't know this, but there's some negotiating that could maybe take place.
Yeah, so if you're in a really competitive rental market, and Rochester is a little bit more competitive than the national rental market, you're not going to have a lot of wiggle room on the rent itself, but you can ask for a concession. And by that, I mean a reduced pet fee, reduced parking fees, maybe a month of free rent. These things really help. 17% of all rentals in Rochester do offer some type of concession, so this is a reasonable ask.
Looking ahead at trends, market trends, apartment trends, what can people expect coming down the line here in terms of upgrades to apartments or, things that maybe will draw in renters?
Yeah, for renters, I think there's some good news here, right? What we're seeing is that there's a lot more options out there, and they've got more bargaining power than they've had in many years. And that's because there's a lot of new construction in this space. New apartments are opening up, and homeowners who maybe had been thinking about listing their homes for sale are now looking at the for sale market and saying, maybe I'm going to rent instead. So there's a lot more options out there for renters, and that's helping suppress rent price growth. Now, don't get me wrong, rents are still going up. In fact, they're up 5.1% over the past year in the Rochester metro area, but that's still a lot slower than we've seen in the past several years.
And are there any mistakes that you notice, maybe first-time renters or new renters moving to a new space, that they make that you would sort of recommend against?
Gosh, yes. I think a lot of renters, number one, they feel like they can't negotiate, that the rent is what it is, right? But there's things that you can do to give yourself a bit of an advantage, right? You can ask for a 15-month lease as opposed to a 12-month lease. And that means that your lease is going to expire in October, November. So you're re-entering the rental market at not such a competitive time. Or maybe you can offer to sign a 2-year or 3-year long lease if you know you're going to be somewhere for the the long term. And that's going to save you on those annual rent hikes that we typically see every single year. So certain things that you can do and that you can offer to be, number one, a stronger rental applicant, but also that could help reduce some of your costs.
Amanda, we're running low on time here, but I'm just wondering your opinion here. The difference between looking for an apartment on Facebook Marketplace or Craigslist or one of those compared to going through Zillow or, Realtor.com or any of those other sites.
Look, I think number one, you're going to see more options on Zillow rentals. And number two, more security, right? And there are features as well that can help you with the price. Take application fees, right? The typical application fee is $50. Most renters are submitting 2 of those. On Zillow rentals, we've got a universal application fee. So $35. You can apply to as many unlimited eligible rentals as you'd like over a 30-day period. So there are certain tools like that, certain digital tools that are really going to help make your search a lot easier.
And are there any last tips that you want to share with our viewers at home?
I would just recommend Zillow.com/learn/renting. That's our rental resource center. Tons of tips for renters there. And of course, if you are in the market for a new home, Zillow Rentals is the #1 most visited rentals network.
Very good. Thank you so much for your time today. We really appreciate it. And if you at home are interested, we'll post this interview for you over on foxrochester.com.
Hey, stick around. When Arc Rochester returns, we are once again going live to Chris Lopez, who's working on his exit strategy this morning.
Yeah, more coming up after this. Welcome back. All morning long, Chris Lopez, along with help from Good Day Rochester producer John Hanna, has been putting his mind to the test, working to crack the code and break out of 3 different themed escape rooms.
Yeah, the Great Escape Room on University Avenue has one more themed experience for Chris and John this morning. So we'll go live to them and see just how they're doing. Hey, guys.
Hey, what's up, guys? I'm now sending the puzzle piece to Jonathan Hanna. We are in the infirmary trying to figure this out. First off, we got to get into this thing. This one is, I think, probably the most involved, probably the most detailed, and definitely, I think, Probably the hardest one. I don't know. Laura McBee, general manager here. I would say. What would you say?
It's the hardest in my opinion. Some people think Bubba's. For me, it's this one. Different puzzles work for different people.
Okay, we were talking. What kind of tips for a first timer who's never done an escape room before? This is puzzling to me. I've done an escape room. I couldn't do this at all, right? But what advice would you give me?
The best thing I can tell you is the escape room is not as smart as you are. Most people start doing way better when they realize the puzzles are easier than they thought they were.
Take every single clue at face value is what you're saying.
Yes.
Okay. And in terms of a group, if you had to put together an Avengers group, would you put together anyone who essentially doesn't overthink things? 4 to 5 people?
I'd say especially college students tend to do really well in our rooms. I would put together 4 to 5 college students that don't overthink things, yeah.
And then if someone wants to check this place out, what time are you guys open?
Monday through Thursday, we open at 4 p.m. Friday through Sunday, we open at noon.
And then corporate events, do they get any special timing, like if they want to come in the morning, or is it kind of stick to those hours?
We do allow outside hours bookings. Typically, you will want to send an email to Rochester at the Great Escape Room for that.
Okay.
And then we can work something out. Typically, plan at least 2 weeks ahead if you want to do a corporate event.
Okay, 2 weeks ahead. There are 4 total rooms. We're in the 4th one, which is called the Infirmary right now. Jonathan, Hanna, producer, 5 o'clock to 7 o'clock. How are we doing? More like, how are you doing?
I think I'm doing well. I found this thing for a waste removal for $12.21. This is a trash can, so in theory, look at that.
Also, I'd like to note there's separate locks in separate rooms that do separate things, and they open a separate way. When you enter in here, they have all the different locks. They have probably about 10 of them, and they tell you how to open them and really what they do when they open. So there's that there. What did you find?
It's a bloodied coat that has a code on it, potentially. Here, what does this say on it? Can you...
Put the mad scientist on. Okay, Sarah Smith.
That is not my name.
Decontamination manager. I have a feeling the code's going to be on your chest once you button this up. Okay.
At least buy me dinner first.
All right, yeah, that's a little bit too low, so we'll... 2, 3, 4, and 4? 2, 3, 2, 7, 3, 4, 7.
Anything on the back?
No, nothing on the back. You're clear.
2.
It looks like a 7, a 3, a 4, and a 7.
So a 5-digit lock somewhere. 5 digits, that's a heart rate.
Yeah.
Here we go.
Producer Ashley, we're trying to have fun. There's another lock over here.
2,
3.
3.
Wait. 2, 7.
Okay.
then 3. If you're still hanging with us and tuned in, there's a 4.
So 2, 7, 3, 4.
And then one more 7.
Well.
Wow. Okay. Well, we got to pay bills here, so we'll be back with more Arc Rochester coming up in a few minutes. Oh, we got the lock.
That's a lot of numbers.
It's a lot of test tubes right there. Back to you.
7:27 on this Tuesday morning. Thanks so much for staying with us here on ARC Rochester. This weekend, some of the nation's top lumberjacks and lumberjills will strive to chop and saw their way to victory at the Stilh Timbersports Championships in Wisconsin.
Yeah, one local competitor from Honeoye is putting her skills to the test, taking the stage and fighting to take home the national title.
This morning, we are taking a closer look at how she is getting ready for the competition and how you can cheer her on right here at home. We're joined now by professional lumberjill and coach Hanna Quigley. Good morning to you.
Hey, good morning. I'm so glad to be with you all.
We're so glad that you could join us. I think one place to start is, how does one get the title of lumberjill?
Yeah, absolutely. Well, you go out on the competition field and chop with razor sharp equipment for pretty lightning fast times, whether it be saws, axes, chainsaws.
That is really neat. I'm curious to know how you got into this.
Yeah, I ended up getting into it when I entered college. I went to SUNY ESF in Syracuse. And I was looking at the club activities fair for something to do in my spare time. And I saw some of the students going at lightning fast times, chopping and sawing wood. And I was inspired. It was something I'd never seen before. And I thought I'd take it up. And it ended up being, now for me, a really huge passion in my life.
So is that when you started competing as well?
Yeah, that's actually pretty typical of most lumberjacks and jills in the United States. A lot of us see it in college, and it's something that's, again, awe-inspiring and really unique. We get into it. There are some multi-generational athletes, but, majority of us came out of a couple different universities throughout the country.
That is really cool. And I love the fact that it was a club, too,
right?
Like in college. Man, it's just so neat. So when you're competing, are you competing against other lumberjills, or is it both? You're competing against the lumberjacks as well?
Yeah, so at the Stilh Timbersports stage, we're competing against the top 12 lumberjills in the country. We're ranked at a range of competitions from the, all the way to the west to the east coast. So it's pretty competitive. Being just the top 12 of us, you'll see about 50 women there out in the fields in any day-to-day or weekend competition.
That is amazing. What do rounds look like? How many? How long?
Yeah, absolutely. So what you'll see on the national stage is you'll see the chainsaw event with a stock Stihl 661 chainsaw. You'll see the standing block chop, which is where you kind of chop with a baseball bat-like swing into a block. You'll see the single buck, which was a 6-foot-long saw that you manually saw through a piece of wood. And then finally the underhand chop, which is where you stand on a block and cut it under your feet, all for time. These are all events that are really happening under, 10, 20, 30 seconds.
What kind of training goes into getting ready for a competition like this?
It's a year's worth of training. We all start pretty much the day after. There's 5 different competitions that are mainly used to rank athletes in the United States. So a lot of us will attend those for times. Personally, I have to make my time at the gym. I've tried CrossFit training, and that has really helped me gain the strength to be able to swing this equipment with these fast times. But it's a mix of in the gym, in the backyard training, and stretching and a lot of mobility. There's so many different movements you have to be able to do in this sport.
I'm curious to know about what scoring looks like. How do they measure maybe precision, for example?
Yeah, absolutely. So at the Stilh Timbersports stage, we're mainly for time in all of the events, but certainly that comes down to so many different aspects of the sport. What you'll see kind of building up into this is some of the competitions will do hard hits, where you do the number of hits to chop the block, and that kind of helps build athletes up. You'll see for the women, we'll do sometimes larger blocks, like butcher blocks. They're twice the size of what you see on the Stilh Timbersports stage, and a couple of us get up there and it's almost a relay. So there's a lot of different ways you can build up your strength and endurance for the sport throughout the year.
I'm curious to know what you do outside of this.
Yeah, absolutely. So I do landscape architecture. I work at a local firm, Collier's Engineering and Design, and they sponsor my season. So it's pretty wonderful harmony of, appreciation of natural resources, appreciation for, being in consulting and kind of that competitiveness as well. We're trying to get local jobs, and I think there's a lot of similarities in terms of just, the passion and, again, appreciation for the natural landscape and our environment in both sports with traditional logging, but then also I work on, ecological projects, stream projects, that kind of thing.
You're a really cool person. That is amazing. I'm so honored to talk to you. What would you say to a little girl who is maybe inspired by hearing your story and wants to get involved in this?
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, what's so unique about this sport is you don't look at somebody on the street and say, hey, that's a Lumberjill. You'll see the range of 12 competitors with all different types of strengths. We're all different heights. We're all different builds. So it really doesn't define you thinking about how you grew up. I mean, anybody coming up to me on the street does not initially think I'm a Lumberjill. So being a young girl and inspired, there's just so much courage and strength to be built in this sport. So I think the opportunities are endless for each and anyone that's interested in it.
Well, it certainly is inspiring. Wondering what drives you to keep on going, keep on chopping, day after day.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, for this sport, I'm inspired by the athletes around me. There's such a sense of community. My best friends are in the sport. My family travels with me to compete. I can hear them. They're always the loudest in the cheering section. So I'm really well supported. I've found, amazing people through it. I've traveled all over the world, and all those aspects together just make it, I'm just so grateful to be a part of it. It adds so much to my life.
And for anyone here at home that wants to watch and tune in to see how you do, how can they do that?
Yeah, so on the Stihll Timbersports page, they have a live stream link. You can go to their Facebook pages. There will also be several athletes that'll have it up on their social media pages. But if you look it up, you can also see it as a search result on YouTube. There's so many different ways to watch and be a part of it. And it will be recorded, so it will be posted after the competition if you're not able to catch it live.
Very good. Thank you so much for your time today. We really appreciate it, and best of luck too. What is the prize if you win? Is it bragging rights? Is there some kind of trophy?
There's a trophy, there's bragging rights. We are paid athletes, so we are at a professional level. There's quite a bit on the line. This is one of the most, prestigious kind of titles. We're one of the USA is one of the most progressed countries. We've had Stihll Timbersports now for 40 years, and the women's field is really deep. So all aspects of those things come, to a head when we compete at this championship.
Very good. Well, we're all rooting for you. Best of luck, like we said. And for you at home, if you're interested in watching, we'll put the information over on foxrochester.com.
Hey, stick around. We've got much more to come here on Arc Rochester, including when we come back, we're taking a closer look at the upcoming musical coming to Blackfriars Theater.
Yeah, don't forget, watch us on the go wherever you are. We're streaming live. Join us on the 13 WHAM YouTube channel and foxrochester.com. We're back after this. Starting this weekend, Blackfriars Theater is bringing everyone's favorite ogre to life in their upcoming production of Shrek the Musical.
This morning, we are going behind the curtain, learning more about their take on the story. For more, we are joined now by director Danny Hoskins and actor Josh Hemmings, who is playing Donkey. Good morning to both of you.
Morning.
Good morning.
That is a very exciting role, Donkey, is what we were saying earlier.
Yes, it definitely is a bit of a, I guess, hard, like, kind of, hard to live up to kind of thing.
I completely know what you mean by that. I mean, you know, it's an iconic role, right?
Yes.
Everybody thinks of the movie, and, you know, you've got a lot to live up to with this. So no pressure, but a little bit of pressure.
No
right?
pressure at all, because
Yeah.
now it's like, oh, do I need to be Eddie Murphy? Do I need to be me? Or do I need to be Daniel Beaker? Or anyone else who's been in this role before? And it's like, it's hard to think about that sometimes, but also we know that as actors and as people who are constantly trying to just, you know, we have to bring our own experiences, interpretations to these characters and fill in the gaps that may get left out from
Absolutely. And as the director, what's it like taking a look at the talent, taking a look at the storyline, and piecing all of it together with the costumes and the props and the set?
It's a big undertaking. It's a big show. It's a huge, you know, Broadway musical spectacle. And one of the unique things that we're doing at Blackfriars, we have a very much smaller, intimate space than a big proscenium theater. So we're kind of turning it on its ear a little bit and coming at it from a story theater concept. And so all the characters, all the actors are teachers in a kindergarten classroom. And so they're doing this play for the students who are the audience, the first graders who are the audience. And so all of the conceit of what we're working on is that everything comes from what you would find in a first grade classroom. So there's a lot of puppetry, there's a lot of multimedia, there's a lot of fun costume changes that people play multiple roles. So it's a whirlwind of things, but it's a lot of fun.
How neat is that?
Yeah.
Where did the concept come from to tell the story in this way?
I've worked in children's theater a lot over the years, and just knowing that we would be doing it at Blackfriars in that smaller, more intimate space, you can't do the big prosthetics, you know, that we don't have a backdrops flying in and out. So how do we do it in our space is always the unique conversation. And so it was like, well, let's do it. What would it look like if kindergartners made Shrek the Musical and just used what was in their classroom? What kind of puppetry would be there? What kind of video stuff could you do? We have a slide in the classroom. We have a tower in the classroom. We have a big reading tree, like a reading nook tree that comes apart and rolls around the stage. So it was really fun to kind of find a way to make it work in our space.
It sounds like a really fun kindergarten classroom. Mine definitely didn't have like a tree of learning or a slide or any of that. Puppets for sure. What do you like most about playing Donkey? I know we talked a little bit about some of the challenges, but it's got to be fun and it's got to be funny.
Oh, it's definitely fun. It's definitely a workout too. I really enjoy it. It's fun getting to both be such a high energy character, especially because I'm not always the most high energy of person. Sometimes I'm a little introverted and like to stick to myself. And we talked a lot about character work and about what it means to be Donkey, especially with being such an iconic character. And it's like, one of the notes that I heard from our directors was just, he's always happy. He's always having a great time. And despite all the pain and everything that he's had to push down as a character, he still is just constantly pushing for love and connection and just trying to, or holding everything together just by being there alone. And getting to like hold on to that and tap into that energy has been honestly really great. It's been really nice for me.
It's like that golden retriever energy, right?
Yes.
Yeah, like nothing's gonna get him down.
Yeah.
And it must have been just a lot of fun to interact with Shrek. I know they share a lot of comedic moments, whether intentional or not sometimes. What are some of the best moments in the rehearsal process for you?
So I got really lucky because we have, last year at Blackfriars, we also did we did Rent, and we had a lot of familiar faces from Rent coming over to Shrek. And our Roger from Rent is our Shrek.
Oh, very good.
And I got to be Collins in that production. And so we were already quite comfortable with each other. And I was so lucky to be able to get to work with a familiar face. And his name is Sawyer. He's one of the nicest guys and has great energy, great stage presence. He's always giving back to you, and it's really great. I'm really lucky to get to.
That's excellent. Yeah, very, very good. All right, so we're getting down to the wire. The 25th is when it all kicks off, right? That Friday?
Yeah, this Friday.
This Friday? Okay,
Yeah.
great. So tell us what we're doing leading up to it. We're just fine-tuning?
Oh, yeah.
Final things ready?
We're getting into tech, so we threw in costumes last night, lights, sound, mics, everything, the band, the orchestra last night, and putting it all together this week. So little by little, each night, fine-tune it, make a few adjustments here, and put the whole team together. So on Friday night when we open, we're ready to rock and roll.
That sounds awesome. What has it been like to see some pieces come together finally, all in one setting?
I love when everything comes together because it takes everyone. It's a true collaborative art. But one of my favorite things is this is a training program for the next generation of artists. So we have high school students through newly graduated seniors in college that are in the cast, and watching them come together and work together and challenge each other, learn from one another, grow together is really wonderful, really wonderful. And it's beautiful to see them over the course of the whole process, not just this last week, really learn something about themselves and how to push themselves to not just meet expectations, but exceed them and grow beyond what they thought was possible. For me, that's one of the most exciting things. And Josh is killing it. You got to come check him out. He's killing it.
I believe it.
Yeah.
So when you think about opening night, you guys are both seasoned at this point. When you think about opening night, are there going to be any butterflies? Or at this point, you're like, I'm a pro, I've got this, I'm not worried?
Always.
Yeah.
Always. In this, it's live theater. We show up every day expecting, we know exactly what we need to do, but maybe somebody coughs a little too loud in the audience. Or maybe there's one of my buttons flies off, Like, it's part of the charm of live theater is sometimes you go in and it's just like, I'm a little nervous right now.
Yeah.
We're doing this in front of a full house, or there's a little less people here today. And it's like, we have a 2-day show. Like it mounts, and it's a lot to think about.
Yeah.
Very good.
Yeah, never. I've been doing this for 30 years, and you're almost. It means that it means something, right?
Yeah.
It means that there's stakes in it. It counts for something. When you're nervous about something, you care, right? And so it never stops. It's always there.
It's a great way of looking at it.
Yeah.
Thank you both so much for coming in today. We
Thank
appreciate it. Break a leg. The show starts this Friday and runs through August 3rd. Yes?
Yep.
Excellent. We'll put all the ticketing information that you need over on foxrochester.com.
Hey, don't go anywhere. When we come back, we're taking a look at some of the stories that have people talking this Tuesday morning.
We're back after this.
It's time to see what's trending now, starting with Starbucks, looking ahead to fall in the midst of summer.
Yeah, so the coffee chain announced that the pumpkin spice latte. Let me see. My mic is dead. How inconvenient.
Fantastic.
All right, Steph, take it away.
The pumpkin spice latte, or the PSL, will return to its menu on August 26th. Now, a reminder that it is only July 22nd. The first day of fall is not until September 22nd. Let me tell you, this has a lot of people up in arms. August seems very early for the pumpkin spice latte anyway. I always think end of September is always a good way to usher in the fall season. In fact, that's usually when the start of fall happens, right? So the coffee giant is actually bringing the flavor back a bit later than it did last year. So it doesn't seem as late to me though. The earliest date that the flavor returned was August 22nd. People are making their opinions heard about the early arrival of fall. Some are saying, quote, bring on the fall. I do love a good pumpkin spice latte.
Hello.
And-
there we go.
Oh, there we are.
Wow, Steph, what a real one for doing that all by yourself. Yeah, okay, so definitely still too early. You know, I like that lower third. The leaves are still green, but pumpkin spice is calling. I disagree, respectfully, of course.
It is too early. I 100%. Even other people are saying, well, the earlier the better, and even let it be around all year long. I feel like it's a treat to look forward to.
Absolutely.
It is truly the sign of fall, and August is definitely too early, even if it's the end of August.
It's like listening to Christmas music all year. It's like, what's the fun in that?
Exactly.
Yeah. Some people are asking for the coffee chain to slow down and just enjoy summer while it's here. Others are saying it's just one of the big brands looking ahead to fall too early.
Yeah, many say they've been in stores like Target, Home Goods, Home Depot, you name it, and they're surprised to see an extreme amount of Halloween fall things. I was just gonna say this because I think, is it Bath and Body Works? There's several stores that have up Halloween things already, and I'm like, I enjoy the spooky season as much as anyone else, but it's summer.
Listen, I went on a whole rant about it. We don't need to rehash it here, but you know, we're getting closer to fall. So I understand that, like, it's, you know, we're building anticipation. I just don't think, you know, let's pump the brakes a little bit. Like I said yesterday, though, I think that there needs to be something in the middle between, you know, summer and pumpkin spice season. Yeah. Right? So like when I think of like summer flavors, right? I think of like coconut, especially for coffee. And then there's pumpkin spice, but there needs to be something in the middle.
Yeah, maybe like a strawberry something. Like Trader Joe's, they usually have a strawberry collection that comes out for a few different snacks. I don't know. Something like that.
There you go. I haven't shopped at Trader Joe's in years.
It's really good for snacks.
Yeah, yes, this is very true. Okay, so yeah, we're on the same page with that. Maybe we need like not a jerk or justified segment, but like a I don't know, like a debate. Yeah,
Stamp
like
of approval,
jury or something.
Yeah.
Like that. I don't know. We'll workshop it. Move along now. A newly engaged woman is asking for some advice after she said no to the diamond ring that her fiancé spent months designing for her.
The woman posted her situation to Facebook, expressing how she was blindsided with the proposal. She said she was grateful and wants to be married to him, but she absolutely hates the ring.
What?
That is huge.
Oh my God. Okay, so the post goes on to say she thought the ring would grow on her, but after weeks went by, she said she got sad every time she looked at it.
She mentioned the shape and band was, quote, not her style, and that she's upset that her fiancé never asked her or her friends what kind of ring she would want.
And while she asked for advice from commenters, people were ruthless. Almost all of them were against her, saying she should just grow up and be appreciative of all the work that her partner put into the ring.
Others were even suggesting she break up with her fiancé, saying she's toxic and a walking red flag for him.
Can we see the ring again, please?
This
is insane.
It is
absolutely
huge.
Insane. Listen, girl, listen. Heart to heart, real quick.
How many carats?
I think you need to get over it.
Yeah.
Dry your eyes with that massive ring on your hand.
Right.
You're gonna be okay. I understand, you know, there are some people out there that are like, oh, he doesn't know me, he doesn't know the style, blah, blah, blah. It's like, he knows you well enough to spend that much money on you.
Exactly.
Because you know that thing was not cheap.
And you could always get it resized or something, or maybe fix the shape.
You know, like,
it's a it's not a serious problem for now. It's like I appreciate it. We'll make some changes. So just like the engagement ring.
Yeah.
So like,
don't be sad about it.
Yeah.
Like, you're sad. There are other things to be sad about, ma'am.
I would be shocked.
Yeah.
I'll cry.
What do you mean? Like,
I would just be, yeah.
The point is not the ring. The point is that you're spending your life with another person.
Right.
Right? And if it's like a good relationship, a good, healthy relationship, I guess she could go to him, not the internet, and say, you know, this isn't really what I loved. But he took time to design it.
Exactly.
Like, but, you know, I also... he seemed pretty confident, just going blind, like no opinion from friends and family. That's pretty crazy.
I think it's good to say something because you obviously don't want to continue on and then they're like, well, why didn't you tell me in the first place? Some advice beforehand would have been a good idea. I'm an acts of service person, so I would have appreciated the gesture.
Yeah, because it's the good thing to do. Appreciate the gesture. My goodness. All right, when we come back, our final thoughts this Tuesday morning.
We're back after this.
Hey, final thoughts in the morning on our garage. Actually, you know, do you want to share?
No, that's okay.
High point of the morning.
There's a lot of good points, I feel like. I would say the Lumberjill was really cool.
That was cool.
Had never seen, like, I'm inspired. I need to hit the gym.
Yeah, right?
What'd you say, CrossFit?
Yeah.
For a year?
Okay. Yeah. That's wild.
That takes some, that's talent.
Yeah. My dad was a lumberjack for
Really?
a while, out at Allegheny State Park.
Wow.
Yeah. Crazy.
He's got guns.
Crazy hard. Yeah. Can't even imagine. But hey, good stuff this morning. That'll do it for us here on our Rochester. Wake up with us again tomorrow morning, starting at 4:57 on 13 Wham ABC.
We've also got much more live local news coming up later with 13 Wham News at midday. Me and Mark will see you then. Have a great day.